theme. And what we need to do is edit this zone and tell it to use our new retreats theme. So go into the admin zone, go into structure. This is where we find the zones. Click zones. We are going to edit our retreats zone. There it is. And down where it says theme, you can make this the default one, the Mayberry one, or here is my retreats theme. So that's perfect. Come on down and save it. And now if I go into the retreats zone, it should look a lot more boring. Ta-da! Wonderful blandness. So this is excellent. This is a fresh start that I can use to start coding my theme. So the million-dollar question is, how do I make this look like this? And the short answer is that there's not a whole lot of work. If you want to be quick and dirty about it, you can generally just copy and paste what you have into this theme and it'll work. If you want to put a little bit more effort into it, then you sort of go piece by piece, and that'll make a lot more sense as we go on. Okay, so let's get started. There are 3 components to any theme. There's images, there's style sheets, or CSS, and there's also the templates. And the templates are the biggest, so we're going to save those for last. So I'm going to start off with my images. And as you recall, this is my folder of the original files that make it work. And in this image directory, I, of course, have a number of pictures, which are pretty essential to making the website look right. So these all need to be uploaded to your server. So crank open your FTP client, or if you're on a local machine, you just navigate to your base directory. And then we're going to drill down into the themes folder and the new retreats folder and throw all these in images custom. So I can just grab these and copy them over. That's it. Images are the quickest and easiest ones of them all. If you don't have any FTP access, then you can still upload images manually. Go into your admin zone, which I can't get to because I killed the link to it. Just open up a new tab. Go to your website, Mayberry/admin zone. You can just always type it. That'll get you there. So if you don't have any FTP access, you can still go into Style, edit your theme again, Manage. And there's a button here to manage your theme images. Unfortunately, you have to upload them all one at a time, so it can take a little while. Just come here and click this Add button at the bottom. So, but if you have FTP access, definitely the way to go. It's nice and fast. All right, images are done. Let's move on to the CSS. So click the Edit CSS button here. Click global.css. Okay, this is the big style sheet that powers most of the elements in OC Portal. This is a huge file. There are 2 approaches here. One approach is that if you're a purist and you know you don't want any of OC Portal's styles, you can Control-A and delete. And you can do it that way. I don't recommend it because, like I say, we have a ton of styles in here, and for the most part, they're all in here for a reason. If you ever intend to use any of OC Portal's features in your new theme, you probably want to have these around as a starting point. So what I recommend doing is just scroll down to the bottom. This is sort of a quick and dirty approach, but it works. Add a couple of lines so you can see what you're doing. And then pull open your style sheet. So here's all the styles that I created for my new theme. Just grab all of it. Edit, select all, edit, copy. Right click and paste. And there we go. We have just dumped all of our styles at the bottom of OC Portal sheets. And so anything that I specify here, like links, because this is at the bottom of the style sheet, this is going to override any declarations that came before it. So at the top, we happen to set some properties for links, the fact that they're underlined. But by putting all yours at the bottom, since these come last in the chain, they're going to take priority. In practice, you might find yourself with a bit of a mishmash, a blend between your styles and the OC Portal styles. And if that happens to you, it's easy enough just to come back here later and tweak it. So this will do us just fine for now. Before I hit save, there's one important change that I need to do, and that has to do with all the images. If you come down here, I have a image for all my headings, this cool little star in the corner. All of the images, this format of absolutely finding the image, it doesn't work. Instead, we need to use a temp code symbol to find it. So here's what I mean by that. Get rid of everything in this URL except for the actual file name, including the extension. Zap it too. So it's just H1 star. Now surround that with curly brace, $IMG, comma. And then at the end, another closed curly brace. And just for good measure, I'm going to surround it in double quotes as well. What this does is this is a temp code symbol now that looks up for an image named H1 star. And because OC Portal has a database that it keeps track of where all your images are. Also, this way, it works across languages. So if you happen to ever translate your website, all of this will dynamically update depending on what language people select. So it's just the way OC Portal works. You need to update your images. So make a quick pass through your CSS and look for any images that you find and get rid of everything except for the actual name of the file. Get rid of the dot extension as well. And then surround it with curly brace, $IMG, comma. And then at the end of the file name, a closed curly brace. Here's another one. Highlight the beginning, curly brace, $image, comma, and get rid of the dot .gif with a closed curly brace. And I think this is the last one. Curly brace, $IMG, comma, dot .png turns into a closed curly brace. Nope, one last one. Images slash, $image, comma, and this is a closed curly brace. And now we're done. So let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's edit the CSS. Cross your fingers. I'm going to head over to my other tab up here where I have the website. It used to look like this, so refresh it. Okay, so it's progress. We have our red links are in here. The headings are looking right. We've got that image there. Most of the design doesn't exist yet, and that's because it doesn't have all the right markup. So that's our next step, which is templates. So we're 2 for 3. So I'm going to click back on my tab that's in the admin zone. And down here at the bottom, here's a shortcut to edit templates next. So let's click on that and fire up our global template. Don't feel overwhelmed by all the different templates, because most of them you don't need to edit. They're just there in case you do. So, okay, global.tpl. Click proceed. All right, so welcome to the global template. The first thing that I'm going to show you is the most quick and dirty option that you have. And here's how it goes. Pull open your HTML that you want to put in and ignore everything in the header. Of course, if you have anything in the header, I should mention, then go ahead and put that into header.tpl. In my case, I didn't have anything special up here, and OC Portal covers all the basics like doc type and keywords. So I'm going to ignore my header and just focus on the body, which is where all my website's content is. So the body tag already exists in OC Portal, so it's just everything inside it that I need to worry about putting in here. So watch this. I can put my cursor at the beginning of the website, scroll down here. Here's all my content. Okay, here's the slash body tag. I can hold shift and click just before the slash body, and it highlights everything between the two. Okay, so I can right click and copy and come over here, select everything, delete,